Dragon Knight 2 back again, guys, with the First Berserker Khazan. This is gonna be a review video of the First Berserker Khazan. My personal. I don't do reviews too much about games. Usually, I say a little bit at the end, but I'm sorry, I'm dripped out in something else. My fault. Uh, um, but personally, when it comes to the graphics of this game, I love it. I love it. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Combat, 10 out of 10. Story. I'll give the story. I'll give the story. Probably if I had to rate it, I'd give it an 8, 8.5. And I'm gonna say my reasons why later. When it comes to the resources you have in this game, it's amazing.
You've
You
defeated
have
the
the
master of
Frona, you got the Blade Phantom. You come to the human world, you got his loyal soldiers. She's not a resource.
You saved us all, General.
Duma.
We want to help.
You have the jar guy up there. You have the blacksmith. You have what's her name?
You have succeeded.
Akasana. And you have the wandering merchants and stuff like that. I love the stories. I like how they spaced out each region. I like how the start of the game, you start here. Blue, crystals floating around it. The thing is all broken up, but as soon as you touch it, it comes together. I like how they spaced out each area from 1 to this is 2. And as you complete technically these are like chapters. These are chapters. Essentially this game has what, 4 chapters essentially? Mountain Range is 1. When the steps form over here, Pelos Plateau is chapter 2. Chapter 3 of this is Heart of Pelos. And then your final chapter, your final region, Venelon, capital of the Empire. These are like 4, you have 4 region chapters. Which is amazing. They space it out. You can't just go skip and shit like that because you have to complete each chapter for the steps to build themselves back up. I love the system of upgrades with
You
the
acquire
soul
more
stones.
soul stones to unlock more effects.
Where the more you find, you get to choose. Personally, go with the health recovery. The Lacrima gain barely does anything for you. You watch my playthrough, you can tell. And even with the battered blade nexus, you have your phantoms. You have phantoms and they work. They really do. Like they really work. The phantoms, they really, like, you can tell the difference when you're fighting. He really helps with frontal assaults when you're all in the frontal assault when you're in their face. He helps with your stamina, recovering it quickly and everything else. I've been using him a little bit off camera, after I ended my playthrough. And when you're using him with the gauge for the phantom form gauge increase, Yeah, that motherfucker. I've been getting that shit fast. I've enjoyed all the characters. I've enjoyed all the inventory stuff and the special lanterns. And all of these different collection items for different characters. The Hismar scale, you get that from the third boss of the game. Blacksmith heirloom hammer. Xylence scale, that's later on in the game, but Xylence is a sad tale. And you have something to remember who he was by. You have all these different items, Valis axe. You have make sure y'all pick up the disc fragments, please. It helps with getting the true ending to the game. I have no clue if I got the true ending to the game. I'm not even gonna try. I plan on doing another just me playthrough, really search around this motherfucker and shit for stuff I need to get the true ending if I haven't gotten it. The brothers merged hands, but Clown's dagger, and then you get stuff like the epic stuff like Reese. Like these certain collection items, and then your items for armor, very unique to this game. Like there's a lot of games that use boss pieces for armor, but very unique for this game what the pieces are. When you get to, for spoilers, if you haven't played it yet or you just haven't cared to look at the game, when you fight the dragon Hismar, this is his horn that you can break it in the fight. Princess's mirror. This is when you fight the princess in her corrupted state. But some of these items have quite the deep meaning to them, such as items that give you Reese, the headpiece of the faded memory set. You have to fight his childhood friend Reese, and the fucking item that she drops, that's literally her exclusive item. No other boss drops her item for this armor. You have to fight her over and over if you want this armor set, because no other boss drops what she drops for it.
How about
some of these items are like they truly are part of the bosses. The Guardian's Hoof. That's from early chapter boss. That's the goat thing. But when it comes to characters like human characters, the Northern Warrior's Blade is when you have to fight and defeat. What is her name? Whatever her name is, you have to fight and defeat her. And of course, yes, there are other bosses that drop this, but she's the first one to drop it. And it has some type of meaning to it, because you can pretty much interpret that as this is being the broken end of her sword. Tears of Farewell. Reese drops this item. She's the only boss that I know drops this item. And the fact that it's tears, truly, they really thought of like what the semblance for some of these item drops are. Or like the Princess's mirror. The princess, this essentially that is her mirror. some of these items are like, I like the uniqueness behind each of them. Because a lot of them are connected directly to the bosses, or it's something that they may have did. She shed tears before she faded away. It makes sense for her to have stuff like that. Ozma grew wings of chaos. It makes sense that his item drop are wings. The Fallen Lord, the third boss, is holds a scale of his bar. When he ends up mutating anyway, he forms those horns and stuff that you need for it. So I love how they did this game. I do love that. I love how they did things. Now I do have a couple of gripes. Now here comes the criticism. They could have expanded the human area more as long with the demon area. So I get what they did. Half is areas, the other half is for the human realm. But there are so many spots. Like in the human world, there are so many spots that they could have built in separate places, stuff like that. Even this right here could have been a secret doorway that you wouldn't have noticed unless you did something early in the game. And then number 2. Not that. Not that either. What is it? It's number 2. I would have really preferred if they would have gave us some type of way to at least save some of these characters. Characters align. Now Ozma, I see what pushed him towards it, but not him. Most definitely not him. I'm sorry. Getting your friend locked up and and nearly executed and sent to a snow mountain. That's some fucked up shit. I there's no way to truly know. But characters like Illuma and Luma Elamine, something like that. If there was a way to save her, I would have preferred that over her just dying outright. Now, don't get me wrong. She doesn't just die like the other characters that are corrupted by chaos. Her death is a lot more, it's actually slower. She doesn't burst into purple blood and no. It actually, you see it tear through her body for a second before she just collapses. I think there should have maybe been a way to at least save her. Some way, somehow. Because don't get me wrong, for as good as the graphics, the combat, the story, the resources they give you in this game to exploit, and I also love their leveling system and skill point system. with each weapon having unique stuff about it. As much as I like all that, this story was actually, if you think about it, this story was overwhelmingly sad for a Souls-like game. Now, don't get me wrong, I've played Elden Ring. And if you've played Elden Ring or at least watched some stuff, you know Elden Ring storylines, some of them get fucked up at the end. Some of them Elden Ring storylines, oh brother. Oh, you think you did a good thing just to come back and they dead or something. They've been killed by the time you come back, and it's like, what the fuck did I just do all that for? All this storyline. But this right here, it's not like that. You gain these people, and then some of them Khazan knows. He knows a lot of them. Now, let me say this: there are some characters that are beyond saving, and I'll tell which ones. Illumina, Elamine, she, I think there could have been some way to save her, if truth be told. I think there's truly could have been some way to save her. Princess Ilna, there could have been it's some way to save her as well. Yes, she has been corrupted by chaos pretty much fully. But if there was just some way to save her, cause it seems like her and Scalpel tried on Kazan's behalf to defend the kingdom against Ozma and were corrupted in the process. If there was a way, and I mean any way, to save her at least, that would have been great. That would have been great. But like Elamine, it especially her because the way it ends for her is rough. That one actually kind of bothered me. The other one that really bothered me, the other one that really bothered me with how things went with her, it was Reese. As you find little notes and stuff like that, and even after you beat her, they show you the story, and even after you beat her, he's managed to pull the soul back. Technically, he's managed to pull her soul back, but corruption by chaos. This is what she looks like normally. When you gotta go fight her, it's that. You can truly tell. Like, if there was some way to reverse the process, some way to free her of the chaos, I truly do wish they had put some way in this game to at least save people instead of having to outright kill them. Because again, this story is actually, for a Souls-like game, is awfully sad. Even the ending, even that ending, as he goes back to the place they all were their childhood memories, and items were at the end of the game. As he's looking at that picture, as the screen goes black, he says, "I'm sorry, Aspa," and it's like, wow. It was already a telling tale for the beginning of the game, but by the end of the game, it's sad. It's sad. He was dealt our man was dealt a bad set of cards, and it got worse and worse from there. Both his friends, one is now a corrupted chaos lord, and the other had died and was revived as a corruptor. If there was a way to save them, I wish they would have put that in the game. A lot of these people are friends that he's known for a long time. A lot of them were already enemies. Characters like Scalpel. I don't think there was I don't think there was gonna be a way to save Scalpel actually, seeing as what happened to his body. I don't think there's gonna be a way to save Scalpel. I truly don't believe that. From what I've read from the notes and stuff and all that character talking I did, Scalpel seemed like a good man. Him and the princess tried their best and were both corrupted by chaos. Scalpel got the worst of it because I don't even think his mind was completely there. That damn coffin, I don't know what it was. I don't know what that coffin was. That shit right there, that most definitely was not okay. But if that those but God, those are my only gripes. I wish there was a way. One, they need to expand the areas just a little bit more. And two, if they could expand the areas a little bit more, and two, they should they should have gave us a way to potentially save. I don't care if it was an item that you could only get like two of. If they gave us the option to somehow save at least two characters of your choice from chaos corruption, they should have did that because this the story, I'm telling you, it's an 8.5, but the sadness of it is what throws it down for me. Even out of other Souls games, this, like, you can get some happy endings, but this right here is sad it's a sad start to know he was betrayed by a kingdom he protected, and it's a sad end to know that his friend was the reason it happened. His friend pretty much schemed the whole thing. And then his other friend died and was revived as something that's essentially a fate worse than death in this game. And with that, other than that, guys, I really love this game. Oh, if there's one other thing. There's one other thing. There's one other thing that needs to happen. If they could please give us a DLC. Give us a DLC, please. 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 That would be helpful. That would be really helpful. Because I love all the characters you get to talk to. I love all the characters you get to meet and see, and You know, there's a lot of characters throughout the missions that you get to play and meet. But I just wish that, yeah, I would love to see a DLC come to this game. I would also love to see them make, please give us a way to save people. Give us a way to save people, please. That would be awesome. That would be absolutely awesome if you could do that. Like I said, I love the fact that this game separates things. We have 4 regions, 4 different region chapters. Each region holding an abundance of different places you gotta go, side stories and everything else, and I love it. I love everything about this game. But my 3 things, my 2 things are just maybe expand this area more for us to explore, add some more interesting things if they ever come back to the game. And then please, can we make it not so sad? Can we get some way to, at least in the future, even if it's in a DLC or something like that, where it takes us to some other area, and or we're having to defeat more chaos, and the next time you play through your game it gives you the option to save 2 people on 2 different bosses that can be saved. It gives you that option. That would be great. But guys, with that being said, this is my simple review on it. I love the game. I love the game, from the resources to the leveling system to the skill trees and everything else. I love the game. I just think that there's like 2 things I think should really be, added. But that's just my opinion. If y'all got any ideas about that, y'all can let me know in the comment section down below. With that being said, y'all, I'm gonna end this off here. This has been my quick and, to kind of to the point review of First Berserker Khazan. So overall, I'll give this a 9. Overall, I'll give this game a 9. But with that being said, thanks for watching. Thanks for giving a chance. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next one. Let the Berserker flow through you. Peace.